are, week 23, finally getting a little bit caught up. So I'm on to the last chart that I had made, and then I'm going to have to go, you know, write a few more. And this one is a fun one this week. So I checked my temperature guide. Hang on, let's look at it again. And for week 23, we're at 95 degrees. I know it's backwards. 95 degrees for my high for week 23, which meant that we were over in Minty Fresh territory. So we will be using Minty Fresh, the Kokomo Yarns Mian fingering weight cotton, and my US 3 signature knitting needles to make our next square for this week. Let's see, lots of stuff going on. So I've got IOLI coming up, and I have vending at Palmetto Tat Days still, and what else? The tatting class down at Branson, Missouri with the Show Me Lace Makers, and I don't know, I just have a ton of stuff coming up still, ton of stuff. September, don't forget about the lace retreat. I'm going to put that link down in the description box again. Please tell all of your friends. I've been working really hard to get it all set up and make it fun. It's in Baraboo, Wisconsin at the new 8th and East Crafts Retreat. Really excited to host that and teach and vend and kind of make it a fun, lacy, crafty weekend. So I really hope that you can join us. And again, we're doing 4 classes in knitting. We're doing tatting, Mediterranean knotted lace, and Irish crochet for our other 4 classes. So you've got some opportunities to take some fun stuff. And we've tried to pair it so that there's a knitting lace class with a non-knitting lace class in the morning and the afternoon on both Friday and Saturday, so that if you don't want to take a knitted lace class, you have other options. So anyway, we're trying to do something fun. And if you don't want to take any classes at all, it's totally fine. In fact, we have make and takes, and we have lace togethers at various points. So you can check out the schedule and everything. That's a twistedpico.com. And again, I'll throw that link down in the description box. But please tell your friends about it, get the word out, help us to make this a success, because I really would like to do a lace retreat every year. And this is our first little foray into having one. So cross your fingers, it goes really well. Anyway, sorry. So back to episode 23, square 23, week 23. We're going to be using that Minty Fresh and our needles, and we are going to be doing a very fun large cable. So we're going to do a big cable with garter stitch sections in it, so it'll be kind of a fun, funky cable. I think that we are only going to get through this chart probably twice in order to make everything come together. But, you know, we'll get kind of an hourglass-ish shape. It should be kind of fun. And I'm kind of testing it out to see if I like it, because I may use this in another project. So anyway, let's get cracking. I am going to actually go ahead and cast on my 32 stitches, because our chart this week actually is the 32 stitches all the way across. So we will be following every single stitch on the chart. No repeats for this one. So I'm going to go ahead and cast on my 32 stitches and then turn the camera down, and we will work on row 1. So see you in a bit. Okay, so here we are. I have my 32 stitches cast on right here, and we are going to be following every single stitch on the chart all the way across, because this is a 32 stitch chart. Now when I go ahead and place this in the PDF, it will of course be larger, but this is just out of my regular program, so I'm going to go ahead and just knit, and we'll ignore the fact that it's kind of a tiny chart. So we are going to be doing some tiny little 1/1 cables. So I was really in the mood for some cables apparently, because I picked out 2 different cable patterns for recent squares, but we're going to do little 1/1 rights and 1/1 left cables. So very, very tiny cables. So, and everything else is pretty normal. It's knits and purls, and you're going to purl all the way across on the back side. So yeah, this should be interesting. Should be interesting. All right, here we go. So we're going to slip the first stitch and knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way across. So slip 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now we are going to do that 1/1 right cross. And that's just like we did the 2/2 for the last square. And again, I don't like to use cable needles, so I'm just going to use the tip of my needle, going to stick it under that second stitch in from the end of my needle, pop both of them off, and put my first stitch back onto my left needle, put the second stitch onto the left needle, and now we have made the tiny little cross. And we are ready to do our next set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pearls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pearls. And now we are going to do another one of those little 1/1 right crosses. So again, stick that needle tip in, the second stitch, pull both off, put the first stitch back on your left needle, and then the second one. And there we go. 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Oh no, I did it wrong. Don't follow me. 2. I forgot to do my 1/1 left cross. But that's okay. We'll just pick it back out. There we go. Okay, so now, following my pattern, we're going to do that 1/1 left cross. So this time, because we didn't do left crosses on the last square, although we've done them before, I'm going to take my needle and stick it in the back side, not the front side. So when we do right crosses, we go to the front side, but when we do left crosses, we go to the back side. Back side of my second stitch, pop both of them off, put the first stitch on the left needle, the second stitch on the left needle, and knit 1 and 2. And now I need to do my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 pearls. There we go, much better. And now we're going to do that left cross again. So again, I'm going to come into the back side of the second stitch. I'm going to pop both of them off, return the first stitch and then the second stitch to that left hand needle, and knit 1 and 2. And now we are going to knit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stitches all the way to the end. So let's make sure I cast on the right number. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right. And now my back side is really easy. I'm just going to slip that first stitch and then purl all the way across. And now you can see why I really like my Portuguese purl, because my thumb is always in position to purl, and it just makes it super easy if I can hook my needle in to purl all the way across the back side, there we go, of my chart. All right, nice, nice, nice. So all the way to the end. So we slipped one, and then we're going to purl 31 stitches, and that brings us all the way back to the beginning. Fun. And you can see how the pattern is starting to line up, and you are going to see garter ridges that will be encased in these little tiny cables on each side, and you'll have a diamond in the center. I think this is going to be a super cute, super fun little pattern. And well, there's really nothing else that I can show you about what we have to do. We're just going to keep moving those cables one stitch over, and kind of moving where we put our stockinette stitches from the sides to the center, and then back again. So out and then in and out and then in. So again, I'm going to go ahead and go knit the rest of this square, and then I will be back to show you what the square looks like when I'm all finished. And I will tell you exactly how many repeats I had to do. I suspect it'll be right at 2, but it might be just a little bit shy of that. We'll find out. So I'll see you in a little bit. I'm back with my finished square, and I have to say, I really liked this one. It was a lot of fun to make. You can really easily see where my little cables are, and I kind of like this garter ridge zigzag. So this was a really fun one. I would totally make this pattern again. Definitely enjoyed it. So there we go. This is our, let's see, episode 24, right? episode 24, week 24 square in our Minty Fresh. I should double check that. I think that was episode 24. Let me see. 21, 22, 23. Yes, 24. Hot diggity. All right, and I have started charting to get 25, 26, 25, 24, 25, and 26, which will both be in minty green again because it was 90 degrees that day. And 27 done. So I have 3 more squares to chart and show you and catch up on. But I'm going to do my very best to get caught up before IOLI because then I'll be behind again. So anyway, that's my plan, that's my goal, but I really like how this one turned out in that Minty Fresh. And I think, I don't know if I would like it in a worsted weight or not. I really like it in the fingering weight. It looks very delicate in the fingering weight. So I might have to try it in worsted weight just to see what it looks like because it's kind of a fun pattern, right? With these tiny little cables. And it's funny how this one looks, visually it looks bigger than the diamond below, but it's not. It's just that because this one starts right at the cast on row, it has like a kind of an optical illusion to it, which I think is very interesting. And I did have to do 2 full repeats of this before I bound it off, so that's what happened here. Yeah, anyway, so I'm still working along. Hopefully you are enjoying catching up with the knit along squares. Tons of stuff still going on. In fact, this video probably will go up right before IOLI, and then the other videos will probably go up while I'm there and after. Because I try not to do them every day. I'm like spacing them out every couple of days as I catch up. So anyway, that's the plan, and thank you for sticking in there with me and hanging out while we're doing our knit along charts. And again, if you want copies of these charts, just send me a message. I haven't updated the PDF. I haven't had time. But I can absolutely send you a copy of the charts that I already have done, and it's charts plus the written directions both. So if you want to play with these stitch patterns for our knit along, you can do that too. All you have to do is just let me know or drop a message in the comments and I'll get in touch with you guys. Anyway, so until next time, please take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and craftually. Please remember to do that crafting, that 15 minutes a day. And don't forget to make sure that you are liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, that you are following us on Facebook, you followed us on Instagram, tell your friends about us, share our videos, it really helps. And please tell people about our lace retreat, which is coming up in September, because yeah, I have no students yet, so I'm still crossing my fingers hoping that somebody will sign up. So anyway, I will see you guys later. Take care of yourself. Bye.